Welcome everyone to a casted game for Age of Empires 4, and today spawning in the north corner of the map, playing in red, we've got Marinelord playing as the Malians, and his opponent in the south. Playing in orange, we've got puppypaw playing as the ayyubids. Welcome everyone to Mongolian Heights, and two civilizations which are interesting on this map for sure. Malians opting for water. I mean, ultimately within any civilization you kind of have to contest the water as much as possible. I gotta say, the ayyubids looking strong on hybrid maps like this. Of course, the docks are significantly cheaper, being 75 wood. The Malians do have a great food economy, but not in the way of fishing usually. Usually in the way of cow booming. And I think this map is actually kind of interesting for this matchup because obviously the Malians do want to pivot towards the cow boom in many ways. Maybe we'll look for a fast castle for Ember Garrison. We haven't seen that in a while. But hey, like, I mean, ultimately, if you're going to challenge for water, he's got his food economy established here, and he's going to fight over it. So if you can, might as well, if you're going to fight over it, and if you're going to win it, then you might as well take it. And that means, really, will he need that cow boom? I'm kind of interested to see. I mean, ultimately, he's going to need to focus on water anyway, so the cow boom would be delayed quite significantly, as you'd expect. I'm interested to see how Marino plays this one out. Does he even bother with a cow boom? Will he look for a bit of a hybrid, as the map is? Bit of fishing, a bit of cow booming. How hard is he going to contest the waters? Because bear in mind the ayyubids, they're very strong on water. Being able to afford multiple docks cheaply. That's exactly what he would want. House Wisdom is up and running. And wait, did he just long mine some gold? He might have. Either way. Malians, plenty of wood, of course. Both players going to be relying on the fishing economy, and it's going to be pretty slow to get going on hybrid maps, as is always the case. So I'd like to take this opportunity to say a very big thank you for everyone supporting on Twitch or on YouTube, wherever you guys are watching. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Very much appreciate it. I've been enjoying casting a lot of Age of Empires recently, actually. Although maybe not as much as I would have wanted to, but sometimes things get in the way, as life is sometimes, but yeah, hopefully, definitely looking to continue a lot more in the next couple of days, at least. And for the long term going forward. What will that villager up to? Thought about it? Maybe thought about getting another dock, actually, yeah. Yeah, it's going to go for another dock in a forward position. So I'll have two docks to be able to produce out of, and... Scout just being harassing, really. Now, the question is, how many fishing ships will they make? That's the golden question, because obviously there's always a balance to be struck between fishing ship production and also getting the military out quick enough in the feudal age. Now, the great thing for both civilizations, kind of interesting about getting to that next stage, the Malians, of course, they do get passive gold income, which certainly helps to get to the next stage, but the ayyubids, they don't have to use villagers to build the landmark. They can just take up with the House of Wisdom, and he is going to go up quickly with the culture wing. Going to go up with the advancement wing, which makes it a lot cheaper, of course. 225 food and 125 gold, and significantly cheaper to make, of course, and quicker too. So that's going to help him take up, and if he can just get a couple of military ships out, it'll be absolutely significant, absolutely huge. He might struggle to produce out of both docks, but one dock at least, the forward one, will be helpful. It's going to go for a Dow first, an archer ship, to put pressure on that food economy, and yeah, I mean, it's very tricky, right? Because he's going to invest 7 villagers into building that landmark he needs to get there quickly. The biggest problem for the Malians is even if he does get there, I mean, how much he's going to be able to produce? He's not going to be able to gather as much, of course, with 7 workers building that. I wonder how he protects this. I'm not sure. I don't think he does. He might just lose the water. Going to, of course, try and micro this as best as possible. Garrison inside the dock with the fishing ships. Try and keep them alive for as long as possible. And yeah, it's going to struggle to hold on to this, especially with double dock production from the ayyubids. He's actually getting more fishing ships, actually, rather than military ships. So, not wanting to take him down super fast. He wants to get some more fishing ships behind this to help actually produce more military ships, I guess, in a way. Some early pressure. Expected to see a springboard ship. That is indeed the case. The war canoe. I wonder if there's going to be a demo ship coming out for the ayyubids. Actually going to get naval arrow slits, so not looking to take him out quickly or quick time. He's going to just bide his time and slowly build up an economy with the second dock behind this, and Trying to get another batch of houses around the gold mine and the pit mine to follow. Fishing ships are now back and running. Only for a short time though. Here comes the war canoe. Galley need to back away, or the Dow needs to back away. Could take some big losses otherwise. Or big hits. Does back away for now. Will the demo come out in time? I mean, he's not queued up yet. Doesn't have the wood for it. Does now. It's relatively quick to come out though. 15 seconds, so it should be coming out soon and needs to deal with that. Naval arrow slits certainly helps as well. Now, I was wondering whether actually he might go for naval arrow slits himself, Marine Lord, by just toggling the Manticore over to stone. Decides against it though. Naval arrow slits, relatively hefty cost, 125 stone, 75 wood. But maybe not looking to make a huge splash on water here, Marine Lord, and maybe... Has he got the cow boom working? No, he hasn't actually. Wait. Oh, he has, yeah. He's going to get up and running. 2 mills, of course. A double mill cow boom behind this. Most likely. Alright, wait. Did he cancel that demo? He might have cancelled it, actually. Because he went for... Yeah, he did. He's cancelled. And he cancelled the... Wait, where is it? I'm so confused. It was so close to being made. I think he cancelled it. He just wants the resources for now. Curious. I guess in a way puppypaw is okay with letting just these short number of... He doesn't want to overinvest, right? He doesn't want to overinvest to try and kill us off, especially because there's only 3 fishing ships. In an interesting way, it makes a lot of sense, right? Because how much are you going to invest to deny 3 fishing ships when you've got double dock and you've got more fishing ships yourself? Bear in mind, though, he's going to need to do something about the cow boom. So in this particular matchup, a lot of the times I like to think about matchups in Age of Empires 4 is who is the civilization that dictates the terms of engagement, who's the civilization that wants to play their game, and which is the civilization that kind of has to react. And it's a difficult one to pick on this one because, especially on a hybrid map, because the ayyubids have got better fishing economy, got double town center now. So that economy is going to really scale out of control. But, you know, when it comes down to the mid to late game, the malians, the population efficiency of the cow boom, how strong the cow boom can get, it's actually really scary. Even against fishing economies, even against double TC. Here comes the... Oh, he loses the archer ship there. That's a bit rough. Here comes the explosive Dow. Being body blocked, but ultimately can only be blocked for so long, and the war canoe does go down. But losing the archer ship there was actually huge. It was actually massive for Marine Lord, because imagine the archer ship now just pounding away on those fishing ships. Instead, he keeps it active and running. Scout gets surrounded and body blocked and will go down. Ayyubid villagers, they've had enough of the Malian scouting. And so instead the Malians send a Sofa. Markedly more powerful. So really opting for a cavalry play and then following it up with javelin throws to deny any spearman play. Looks like it's going to be castle age play by the ayyubids. Relatively greedy, but it's understandable. Like, if he can survive, he needs to protect the gold. Like, he needs to get as much gold as possible. The Sofa on the way, this could be an issue. Like, it comes down to an issue where, sure, puppypaw will have the tech up. He'll have an advantage in that regard, but he needs gold to get military units out. Or even upgrade. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have military on the field anyway. So he's opting for the castle age unit, but he needs to secure that gold somehow. He started the tech up. What's going up with? It's got to be the military wing, right? We'll have to see. No, it's going to go for the economic wing. In fact, growth. It's going to go for more villages. 8 villagers, actually, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, he's really going greedy. Trying to do ayyubids things. I'm kind of excited to see who wins this, right? Because both civilizations have that claim to say, look, I'm going to do my thing, and you got to be the one to stop me. Interesting to see who comes out on top of this one. Does have another archer ship, just to keep the waters safe and secure a little bit. Now the big problem for the ayyubids is very little access to gold. He needs to push this away with some spearmen. Does have a barracks already. Maybe gonna, yeah, plenty of spearmen queued up, but too many queued up in one barracks. Needs another. The spearmen will slowly push away the cavalry, but if the javelin throwers get on top of that area as well, it could become an issue. But he definitely needs access to gold for the premium units. Now, with the barracks opening, or barracks positioning. Looks like he may be looking to get Gulam behind it, but he needs gold first. He is back on gold now. And behind this, cow boom, really working well. It's starting to come online. Give it another 10-15 minutes and man, that's going to be a lot of food coming in. It's going to be a lot of food coming in. Looks like he's going to go for the dock, actually. Kind of interesting play, trying to deny the fishing economy, at least in terms of efficiency. And, well, I mean, he's only got one other dock remaining, so might look to contest the waters a little bit here, marinelord. But it buys time. This is a big thing, by the way. You know, Marino's got a decision to make. He made the decision to try and attack the fishing economy, which is helpful. But he might be up against Gulam now. Nothing queued up just yet. Getting the phalanx upgrade. Get the extra range of attack. 100% on the spearman. But he will lose that dock in the end. And, well, here come a couple of javelin throws to see if they get value. He's going to head out, but it's kind of a cautious position, actually, for puppypaw. He's heading out with units which are directly countered, or, you know, pretty well countered. No real Gulam coming in yet. Plenty of food. Not so much gold. He's being a bit aggressive, looking to protect this other dock that he's got. I wonder if he's going to commit to any war galleys or... No, he's not. He's just going to keep fishing. Puppypaw with 69 eco units. Don't factor in, you can't actually count the cows in the numbers on capture age. So we'll have a strong food economy himself. And despite the fishing, looks like actually the Malian's got a better food economy. And Bagler on the field. Okay, the javelin thrower is getting so much value. I mean, like, maybe Puppypaw will regret not taking the stock out in the end. Javelin thrower is still alive and kicking. The reason why there's such a strong unit, by the way, is the archer ships won't be able to do too much to them, barely tickle them, and so really you're left with not much to do with them apart from land units. Going to be the Grand Fulani Coral, obviously no surprises there whatsoever. Going to be giving nearby cattle an additional 20 food per minute to really make things go crazy in terms of economy. Now we do start to see some Gulam on the field, or at least coming out soon. They're queued up. Just as well, because he kind of needs to put some pressure now. Now, Puppypaw hasn't actually grabbed any of the relics just yet. Struggling on the wood to get a mosque if he hasn't got one already. Doesn't seem like he does. There's the castle age now coming in for marinelord. Now, likely to get veterancy for a Sofa and the javelin throwers. In fact, it's going to go for the javelin throwers Donso. That crazy army composition for the Malians. Infantry based heavily. The ayyubids might need to get some manjanik on the field. We'll lose a spearman for now. And military numbers wise, he's really struggling. Can be pushed off of stone. That barrier is kind of exposed. Does have one outpost, but there's only enough space for 5 villagers. The rest got to find another escape. And he spotted it. marinelord is going to attack that, and I mean, yeah, he's got a villager lead, but he's going to lose a lot. That's for sure. But he's just trying to retreat. Does he have textiles? That's a good question. He doesn't. Oh, that's going to be a lot of losses. Puppypaw. This is not ideal. He's on the berries on the east as well, which is very exposed. If marinelord spots that, it could be critical damage. Sofa attacking the gold. Now it looks like gold is becoming an issue. Does have 8 villagers somewhere on gold, on the back, I think, there in the corner. But losing that fishing economy has been brutal, or at least keeping it most inefficient. marinelord doing a great job of that. Look at that. So overall, actually, it's marinelord is winning that fishing economy, and this is not looking great for the ayyubids. Cow boom, fishing economy, 1,700 food in the bank, or coming in per minute rather. 15 minutes on the clock, and this is where the Malians they start to get really out of control. It's got more military, better economy at this stage. Puppypaw really suffering in this game. But he does have some Gulam. That could be a saving grace. Might be looking for a big push in soon. He's going to need one. Now take the engagement, takes out the Soffer. Javelin throws backing away. Gulam going to be looking to chase, and they should be able to chase pretty well. And they back off for now. Javelin just using their incredible range. As much as possible. Donso's going to be the meat shield, but they're not going to survive for very long. Gulam about to push in once again, and the question is how much does he dive? He's going to... Yeah, this is an issue. Like, the movement speed and range on these guys is so good. Got a good 6-star range and 1.25 movement speed. The Gulam just aren't fast enough to keep up. That's where the javelin throwers really come on top on that little engagement. Does lose that dock, and the Marnies in pole position. They got the food coming in huge amounts. Gonna get a mosque as well for those relics. Already one in his grasp, bringing it back home, and likely to have many more coming in soon. Now just walling up on the right side. Oh, bit of a smash and grab there, marinelord. Taking a relic that should really not be his. Just going to grab it anyway. The Golden Age tiers. It's got tier 2, so reset speeds will be a bit higher, but he wants that tier 3 ideally. Just 3 more buildings away, gets the production speed ramping up. 3 more buildings and he'll be there. But look at Marino's food economy. It's getting out of hand, I gotta say. He could even get a market to balance that. But again, plenty of gold as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Imperial Age soon, but it might commit just to a Castle Age push. Either way, you can't really go wrong. Manjanik on the field, needs to be careful of that. Does get a not really a good hit. I was hoping for a big hit, hyping it up as such that it just really failed to deliver. And the javelin thrower is really using the range. The Gulam though in good numbers. Manjanik deploys on the Donsos, but again, doesn't get too much value. Gulam trying to chase. But how much can he commit? And he decides not much more. And getting a couple of Springles as well, just to counter if the malians do go for Springles themselves. Military units 71, and even with one Manjanik, he might dive this with a Soffer actually. This could end very quickly. marinelord decides to engage. He will surely outpower the veteran Mustafari warriors with their stealth mode. He's going to snipe out the Manjanik. That's absolutely huge. Use the ability so well, and the Mustafari warriors get great value, and they're going to take out the Gulam in no time. The archers trying to focus on the Mustafari warriors as best as possible. Here comes the engagement from marinelord. Should surely clear this up. The military numbers just looking too strong. Got the right army composition. Mustafari warriors perfect for the Gulam. Javelin throw is perfect for the archers. Spear or Donso is just great for everything else. Springalds, they're backing away, but he's caught in a pinch. He's losing large amounts of military numbers, and the villagers have to back away from that wood line. They have to find another way to get wood, and well, it's going to be overrun. Military units just going to dive in. The town center going to be garrisoned inside with the villagers, which will help a little bit, but the Gulams need to take out this army if they can. They need to try and get on top of the javelin throwers. Now bear in mind there aren't that many Mustafari warriors left, so it could be okay to do that. No, in fact, there's actually a decent number left. Yeah, there's a decent number. It's Donso's that he doesn't really have much of, which he doesn't really need at this point. The Gulams are shredding. They're getting absolutely shredded. Mustafari warriors doing the work they needed to do. Javelin throwers, they're surviving. They're just tanking. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Puppypaw has to tap out. marinelord winning the waters, winning the food, winning the cow boom. He takes the game on Mongolian Heights. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, and see you next time.